Hey, what's up, good peoples? Welcome to episode 48. What's going on, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let me turn this up. All right, that's better. All right, y'all. As you guys know, I don't do this by myself. I'm gonna be the only guy on the panel. Nate is traveling, so it's gonna be me and the ladies, but we gonna get through this. So let me welcome first Miss D to the show. What's up, Mama? What's going on with you?
Hey
You
everybody.
ready? Oh, you got your pen, so you ready, huh? She
I'm
taking.
working. Look, I'm working on work too. I gotta get these kids ready.
She's a teacher by trade, baby. Hey, let's welcome Miss Shay to the show. The birth, what is it?
Hey,
Aries
hey, hey.
season?
Look, we ain't been on it so long. You forgot my name.
What's going on? Is this
It's
Leo
all
season?
good.
Is it Leo season yet?
Oh, he trying to be
It's
funny,
Aries
Shay.
still. It's
Oh,
Aries
still Aries. Okay.
nation.
All right, it's still Aries season.
That's okay, cause
Hey.
Gemini's up
Oh, hey.
next.
Ooh.
Whatever.
Listen, good people, what's up? Listen, we've been missing for 2 weeks. I'm in the process of moving, so this is going to be the last show that we have. We're going to take a 2 week sabbatical, and we'll be back strong, moving to Texas. So yeah, but I want to make sure that we do tonight's
Yay.
show and
Woo!
make sure I'll be close to Miss D. So hey, we like to turn up. This Shay gonna have to come down and move. We're gonna have everybody in the Texas, all right? But we
Come on,
appreciate
Shay.
you guys and thank you for being patient with us. So again, we after today's show, we're gonna take a 2 week sabbatical, and we're gonna come back in 2 weeks. So what's up, good people?
Allegedly.
No,
Allegedly.
no, for real, we ain't going nowhere.
Tentatively, okay?
Yeah, Bitter Man Chronicles here to stay, baby. So listen, as you guys know, we open up the show with an icebreaker. But before I go into the icebreaker, I want to say what's up, welcome everybody. What's up, YouTube? Please, guys, if you're on Facebook, don't forget to share, share, share. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, share. Most importantly, subscribe. Terrell, what's up? What's going on with you? Des, what's up? Everybody, what's going on? We appreciate you guys. We love you. So the icebreaker for tonight's show is going to be what is something that you find recently that you found interesting or fascinating? It can be anything that you just found interesting and fascinating. Um, I'll go first. So what I found fascinating is that I'm 39, and out of 39 years, I've been brushing my teeth wrong. So did you guys know that you're not supposed to goggle with mouthwash after you brush your teeth? You're supposed to use the mouthwash throughout the day, and when you brush your teeth, you're not supposed to wash your mouth out. You're supposed to spit the stuff out, and that's it. You're not supposed to rinse water in with it because you rinse the stuff that protects the enamel. I never knew that you're not supposed to spit the tooth. You can spit the toothpaste out, but you're not supposed to rinse afterwards. I didn't know that. I went to the dentist and I'm like, my teeth, all of a sudden, I'm 39, my teeth sensitive. I can't drink nothing cold. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, I've been using the Sensodyne, what is it, Pronamel Sensodyne, and my dentist said, well, you're using toothpaste wrong. When you're brushing your teeth, you're not supposed to spit it out. You're not supposed to rinse out afterwards. Did you guys know that?
I did not
No,
know
but that's
that.
nasty. I don't want that in my mouth. So I'm gonna rinse.
Yeah, I got a rinse. I don't want that too.
But the toothpaste is not working though if you rinse though.
Oh, but
My
it's
teeth ain't yellow,
disgusting.
so mine's working.
Yeah, but they
And my breath don't stink. And my breath don't
No,
stink.
with that being said, I deal with a little bit of, sensitive teeth. I'm not keeping all that in my mouth. That's nasty.
Hey, all right. What is one thing y'all found fascinating? It can be recent or just in general. What is one thing that you guys find fascinating?
I don't even know. I can't even
I
think
haven't
of
really had
anything.
anything fascinating happen in my life.
Really, not nothing you learned. You, Miss D, being a teacher, I've been.
I mean, some stuff I just can't talk about. But it's fascinating what these it's fascinating me how early and earlier on some real stuff. How earlier and earlier these kids are getting introduced to vapes and drugs and all of this stuff. I
Really,
had an
yeah.
incident happen today and I'm like floored.
Wow, one of your students.
Yep.
Wow.
So I found fascinating. I went to a career day last week at a middle school, and I did career day literally for a whole day. I had 4 classes that I talked in, and they were seventh graders. And you know what I found fascinating? They were thick as me, breasts bigger than mine, butt bigger than mine. When I say built like a brick house, I was only 11. I was, what is going on with these girls? And I know they doing the nasty. And it was fascinating to me because I was like, at 11 years old, I was literally still talking about gowns and you know what I was getting for Christmas and excited about that. I was not even thinking about boys. Like it wasn't even registering in my head. I didn't lose my virginity till I was 19. So to think about 11, they had belly tops on, titties up here. I mean, walking and listen, I was absolutely blown away. Now that was fascinating.
No,
That is
when my daughter and myself go out, I get asked is that my sister? No, she my daughter.
I'm telling you, I have never seen so many brick houses in my life. I'm like, it was unbelievable. It was just fascinating.
It's that damn McDonald's, that Whopper with cheese is something that they putting in there. Because I remember growing up being in 7th grade and the girls was just barely developing and that. Now everything it's just different. You know, you
have to look at it too. When we were growing up, our parents did a lot of cooking. These parents lazy these days. These kids eat out. McDonald's and Wendy's and Whataburger and all of they eat out a lot.
Yeah.
That lost me, and they had attitudes. They was rolling their eyes, smacking their lips. The boys was calling them bitches. It was crazy.
Wow,
it was crazy.
Well, Miss D goes through it every day. She a teacher. I don't know, but did you see that video where the teacher?
I did. Now the teacher.
That teacher was
what she had on.
I wish my teacher looked like that back in the day.
No, she shouldn't. That was inappropriate for work.
Wait a minute. Let's not move away from this conversation.
Yeah.
You said what she had on was inappropriate?
Yes.
I don't think so.
On top of her ass showing.
Wait, she must have had a thong on, right? She had panties on.
Her butt was only showing because she was bent over. Her outfit was not inappropriate at all. It was appropriate for school. It was just unfortunate. She was bent over whooping some ass.
You never know what you have to do at work when you a teacher. So you got to be prepared and wearing no short dress. You got to be. Now I put on the dress.
Nikki said, "Yeah,
you never know."
Short. But listen, I wish my teachers looked like that back in the day.
Well, they better be glad I ain't no teacher.
When we was talking about brick house, that teacher was most definitely a brick house.
When I say they would have been like, Miss Murphy, you cannot wear a sundress in school, honey. Listen, I'll be fly as a teacher. So
she'll be looking like Mrs. Finkelstein, button all the way up to the neck.
I wear dresses, but they're length appropriate, just in case I gotta. I never know what I might have to do.
So you ain't teaching English with a moon something on, right? Ain't that what it's called? A moon,
we don't want you as our teacher.
All right, listen, y'all. So we about to jump into today's topic, right? So, of course, we talk about relationship stuff. And it's levels to this. It is really levels to this relationship stuff, right? And I feel like we can always learn from each other. And so one thing that I asked about relationships, okay, I'm going to pose a question to not only you guys, but to the audience as well. Say you had a friend, right? Say this friend was really not sexual. There was a chemistry, but not sexual, but they gave you gifts, right? Well, you get into this relationship or situationship or something that you're dating. Is it appropriate? Okay, say you guys get in a relationship, right? But you still have this friend or whatever. One, is it still okay to have a friend? And two, can you accept gifts or money from a person even though it's nothing sexual while you're in a relationship? Can you still accept gifts from a person?
What was your
You're
first?
lagging. You're lagging.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Shay.
We can't hear you, Shay. You're doing a mannequin
I'm-
challenge on us.
You know,
Uh-oh. All right, you there. You was doing
Can
a
you hear me
mannequin
now?
challenge on us. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
okay.
We can hear you now.
Sorry. So, what was the first part of it again?
So the first question, is it okay to accept gifts from a person while you're in a relationship, but it's nothing sexual from the person you having gifts that's giving the gifts? Is it
I'm
okay?
gonna let Miss B go first.
It depends. Not an ex. Now, I believe in you should not accept gifts from an ex if you're talking or seeing somebody else. It depends on the friendship because I do have male friends, male like best friends that I've been knowing.
No, we're not talking about male friends. We're talking about somebody that we talking about a ex or somebody that like you, but you never had sex with though.
I think that's inappropriate.
You do?
If you've moved on from them, why are you still accepting gifts from them?
I agree, but I'm just saying. But if it's platonic with them, and there's nothing going on, okay. What
You
about
should
you,
not be
Shay?
accepting
Nikki
gifts.
said no because the person, Nikki, Dad said hell no. Nikki said no because that person may have different intentions than what you have, right?
True.
But Nikki, but check this out though. But you are the controller of your feelings and what you're gonna do, right? So say okay, Shay, go ahead. Let me let you answer this question. Now I'm a play devil's advocate.
No, so I'm gonna say no because I have to somewhat agree with Nikki. I was gonna say that you don't really know their intention, it's not yours. And then two, I want to be treated like I'm gonna treat them how I want to be treated. So I would have a whole conniption if I found out my girlfriend was accepting gifts from her ex-girlfriend or from any motherfucking body. So hell no. I'm just not gonna do it because I don't want her to do it to me. Period.
I respect that. I respect that answer. Look, so let me say you guys got into a bind, right? Say you short $500 for rent. Your partner don't have it, but this person said, "Hey, I got $1,000 for you. Let's have drinks, or no, not have drinks. Let me what you need. I'm gonna send it to you. In that case, be honest. Would you take it?
No, you know why?
You gonna be sitting on the curb?
They got payday loans you can go get, and they easy to get now. So you ain't gotta do that. And then depending on what bank you with, they'll help you get what you call it, those advance payments, and you can do the advance payment. Depending on what job you got a cash card where you can get an advance payment on your cash card. So when I tell you, if you ain't got no brothers, sisters, mamas, daddy, and you can go give what's that stuff that the people give? Blood.
Plasma and
You can do that. They give
You say, listen. You say
it's too many ways around it.
You say you had a damn suction things in every part of your body giving
when
blood.
I say every day you got holes right here and there, right there, all over. No, hell no. You gonna get beat up.
So okay,
No.
I agree. I but guess what though? I do believe that Nikki said her answer still no. I do believe if you know you have somebody that like you, even though it's nothing sexual, and you know they're willing to do for you, it's best to kind of just shut that down because that can be that person that can kind of sway your decision when things are bad. I don't believe in keeping people. I just think it complicates certain things. It does. It really does.
So you saying being in a relationship and talking to somebody. Now, if you're just talking to people, you do what you want to do. But if you in a committed relationship with someone, then no. That's my answer stands no. But if you're just, randomly dating and you have a person in particular that you like, but you guys aren't committed and you're talking to someone else who's, offering to pay your rent for you, whatever the case may be, then you do as you please. But it's just, like you said, there's levels to it.
So can you still be friends with the next if you in a new relationship?
So I feel like yes. I do feel that.
Ooh.
I feel that sometimes we can prematurely commit to people that we should have been friends with. And my ex-girlfriend from 12 years ago, I am still very good friends with her. I have never slept with her after we broke up. We have been 100% good friends, and that is it. And I believe that there is a time where you can say, you know what, we're not good together, but we make great friends, and you can be a friend with an ex. So I totally agree. I totally believe that there are times you can have a friend that is an ex girlfriend or boyfriend.
Miss D, what's your answer?
I absolutely agree with Miss Shay. You can be friends with your ex, but not all of them. It's certain ones.
All right, so
Certain
listen.
ones.
So what's the limitation with that? If you can be friends with the next, okay, say you good friends with the next, not it's everything is straight platonic, and you're the person you would say, you know what, I'm not comfortable with that. Then what you do at that point? What do you do when your partner is not comfortable with now your friend? Even though that was an ex, it's a friend. What do you do in that case?
He ain't gonna know we friends anyway.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm honest because I don't like lying. I don't like lying. My girlfriend now don't like the fact that I'm friends with my ex girlfriend, but I'm not gonna stop being her friend because she was there for me at some very serious moments in my life, and I think that I don't know what is in store for my current girlfriend now. And let's say I cut off all my friends because she don't like my friends, and then we break up. I done stopped talking to my friends that's been supportive to me. She was supporting me when my son was in school, when he transitioned from high school to middle school, when my mom passed away, when my brother passed away. These were people that was in my life. And I'm not going to just stop talking to her because she was an ex-girlfriend from 12 years ago and you feeling some type of way about her. Absolutely not. No. Now I'll bring her around you. You can get to know her. If you don't want to do that, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'm not gonna stop talking to her.
So okay. What if they don't want to meet them though? What if they say, you
That's
know
her
what, I
problem.
respect your relationship because Dan said you can be friends, but make sure the person you're in the relationship know them and they meet. But what if they say, you know what, we friends, but I don't want to meet them? Then what?
That's their. She didn't want to meet
That's on
her.
them.
So do you stop being a friend though because of that?
No.
What's your stance on it, Miss D? I mean, what you think,
I
Miss
feel
D?
like you're being messy tonight. I feel like you've been messy.
Listen. Miss D want to have her friend, and she still want to see.
Miss D.
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
He being messy. So we're gonna talk about it later. How he being
Icky
messy, but he
said,
being
"Shut
messy.
it down." But you know what? I believe at the end of the day, it's a respect level. Even if they don't meet, there has to be some type of respect level. I mean, at the end of the day, the person that you with currently take precedence, and it's all about
That's
taking them
not
into.
true.
Wait, wait,
That is
wait,
not
wait.
true.
I know, but listen, take them into consideration, but just let them know, hey, this is my friend, and they're gonna continue to be my friend. Now, do you have to throw it up in their face or bring it up?
Hmm.
No, but again, I feel like you kind of you're not being truthful because if my friend say, hey, let's go to breakfast, and I say, hey, I'm going out with Miss D and Shay, and knowing I'm going out with somebody else, is that being misleading because you don't want to make them feel like something?
Well, my friend and I are not on the level of where we hang out together. That's the thing. So, like, I'm not going to go and say I'm going out to brunch with you, but I'm really going out to brunch with her. I would never do that.
Okay,
But
so
when she calls and things like that, I'll talk to her in front of my girlfriend. Like I said, we've never done anything 12 years ago. It has been such a long time ago. So if you haven't seen anything, you haven't heard anything, And she's willing to meet you. She's like, you know what, Elle, I want your girl to feel comfortable around me. I'm willing to meet her. And you say you don't want to meet her, then that's not her problem. And it's not my problem. And I'm not, because if what happens is once you start letting go of friends because a partner tells you to let go of a friend, you're going to be letting go of everything for the rest of your relationship during that time. And you have to set some type of boundaries with that person to say, hey, I respect you. I love you. I'm not disrespecting you. You can check my phone. You can do whatever you want, but I'm not letting go of everybody who you deem undeemable as a friend. I'm not doing that because you will spend your life going in circles and you will find yourself in a rabbit hole that you can't dig yourself out of.
Amen.
So I'm not doing it. No.
Oh, Shay, I was about to take off running for a minute. If you would have did 2 more minutes, I would have took off running.
People will say I stopped talking to this person, I stopped doing this, I stopped doing that, and then you fuck around 5 years later, lonely, ain't got no friends, and ain't got no man, cause you don't let this person tell you you gotta leave everybody the hell alone. No, I'm not doing that.
Like Nikki said, you shouldn't have to lie. Dad said, Shay, that's great, but are we talking about friends or exes as friends? 2 totally different things.
No, they not. Friends are friends.
But I get okay.
It's different. It's
you
different
can still
with
fuck
an
a
ex and a
friend.
friend.
So I mean,
You're right. You can.
So yeah,
I
you
got a friend that I ain't never fucked.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll never fuck my friend. What's the difference? To hell. A friend is a friend. Now, if you're an untrustworthy person and you can't trust yourself, or you've done things in a relationship that has caused your partner to feel a certain type of way, then that's a whole different ball game with the ex-girlfriend and the ex-boyfriend. And you know what I'm saying? But just to say every time that's like saying you have a friend and then you introduce your friend to your partner and your partner say, I don't like your friend. Are you gonna stop talking to your friend?
No, of course not. But people do listen. When your partner doesn't like your friend, people move differently. They do, because you're in a situation. I don't, but some people move differently because they want to appease both people. They want to appease their friend and they want to appease their partner. But what you gotta, and I always say this, and I don't know if it's the right thing to say. Friends stay. People come and go.
My point exactly.
I can be premature to say this, but I'm a kind of person where, I tell my babe, I say, listen, hang out with your friends. I don't have to be with you all the time. I want you to because I think when people start feeling like that, it's an identity crisis. I think sometimes you can be so consumed with each other and don't have a life outside of each other. And that's something that I don't want. I want a balance. I want to have where we do things together with my friends, but also I take trips not with them, but just with my friends. And that brings me to my next question. Is it okay to take trips, have a friends only trip, and not have your dude or your girl with you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Absolutely.
Some people don't like that.
To like it and it to be okay is 2 totally different questions. Do you like your partner taking trips with their friends? Do you think it's okay to take trips with your friends? Do I think it's okay? Yeah, I think it's okay. But that doesn't mean that my girlfriend's gonna like me taking trips with my friends, but I'm gonna still take them if I choose to.
What about you, Miss D?
They're needed. Like Dad said, their friend trips are absolutely needed. Sometimes you just want to hang out with your peeps, your girls, and just be free and be you, your dudes, your guys, whatever, and you just want to do you without having to worry about the significant other.
And I have to 100% agree. I think you need that time where you can kind of digress. And I think if a person mind go to, hey, oh, what are you doing? You cheating? Then we don't need to be together. Because again, if we don't have trust, we don't have nothing.
Absolutely.
But I do believe that it's important that you hang with your friends, and I'm gonna be around your friends. However, there's times where I think you and your friends need to just do your thing, and me and my friends need to do it. I think there's a balance, but I think a lot of people sometimes get so consumed with their husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend that they don't have that. And what happens is it becomes this issue where, you know, when you do something, you got he or she looking like, well, it's just us. No, 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 no. I would encourage my partner, like, listen, babe, go out with your friends. You need that break. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of people have an issue with that. Is because one, that I don't think they know each other friends, and two, it's a trust level. At the end of the day, it boils down to trust. You cannot be with someone who you just don't trust. Terrell said, "Are you different? Is it a different version of yourself with your friends?" I agree. Trips are needed with friends. What you mean? Is it a different versions of friends? So let me pose the question again. It's a friends trip, strictly platonic, but one of your friends is your exes. Are you okay with your partner going on a trip with an ex?
Hell no.
But listen, nope, 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 nope. You can't listen. It's a friend. Now, what they did 10 years ago, they did 10 years ago. Now I'm playing devil's advocate. Now listen.
Because that man ain't gonna want me to go on the trip with no ex.
Listen, Shay mind going so much, she don't even know what the hell to do.
No, I mean, I again don't think it's a problem, but majority of the world will probably say it is because unfortunately society has made everybody look guilty. You're not innocent until proven guilty. You're guilty until proven innocent. So when you say this is my ex, automatically, them stars that go around people's heads when they fall, that's what goes around your partner's head. Like, oh, that's your ex. So are you thinking about when y'all used to fuck? Are you gonna try to fuck them? Do you still like them? Do they still like you? It's all these things going on. But you could actually go on a all friends trip and still fuck one of your friends. So at the end of the day, if you are going to do it, you're gonna do it. It's inevitable to happen. You can't stop it. Okay.
So this said, hell no. I mean, he said, baby, not society. People make people be guilty. So listen, at the end of the day, and I'm asking you guys, Nikki said, I don't see it as an issue. But see you when you come back.
Bye.
But okay, so let me ask you this, and I'm being totally 100% honest when I ask this question. If the person you went on a trip and their friends was their ex, would you and be honest, would you 100% feel comfortable with that? Miss D, would you 100% feel comfortable with your dude going on a trip with their ex? Be honest. You wouldn't. Okay. And let me ask you why.
Why? Because y'all exes, what y'all need to be going on the trip for? I don't care if y'all are friends. For what? What's the point?
But no,
you're not gonna want to. You're
not going to. But they're part of the friends group now.
No. Okay. Why y'all running with the same clique?
So your trust. Okay. Shay, what about you? Would you be 100% comfortable with your girl going on a trip with her ex?
Not her recent ex. Not recent. Okay, but not her last ex.
I'm talking about exes, period.
I mean, that was a whole totally different situation, the recent one. But if that situation hadn't have happened, no, I wouldn't have cared. It's just it's stipulations around certain situations. Like I said, when you've been cheated on or somebody's done something to you to make you feel like you don't want them to hang around an ex, then you have reasons for that. But if no one's given me a reason, if she had not given me a reason, I wouldn't care. That's just me though. But my ex before her, no, she hung around her ex. She went out of all that. I had no problems with it. She even came over to eat with us. I had no problems with her ex-girlfriend. So that was just, hey.
I get it. I think for me, it depends on the dynamic of the friendship. Quite naturally, we people, right? And even though you trust people, you still have that little inkling in the back of your mind, like, what if? We all have that what if, right? If my partner said, hey, I'm going on a trip with the next. The only time I would have a problem if I had not met the person and saw the dynamic, because I'm good on dynamic. I can pick up on things easily. Now, if it's somebody I haven't met, oh no, you ain't going. You missing out on this. You ain't going. Now, if I met the person, but at the end of the day, go ahead and go, because I got this one thing. If you fuck up, I'm gone. So that's up to you. If you want to play these games, if you think doing what you want to do is important, go ahead and do it. But you know where I stand at, and that's where I draw the line. Nikki said, yes, my boyfriend is still friends with his ex-wife, and he stays at their house with her and her fiance. We grown. Oh shit, Nikki, you got a lot of damn trust. You with the ex-wife? You let him stay with his ex-wife and wait, and her. Oh, okay, I read that wrong. And her fiance. Okay, that's different. Well, the fiance got to have some trust. Then if you let the
How is that different?
Nikki, I might have to have you jump up here. I mean, that's just
How
a wife and girlfriend is different. There's a different precedence. I think, and I know it's just paper, but I don't know. I just always think that a wife you have. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would let my partner
ex
stay
is
with
a
their
ex.
ex-wife or
Ex
ex-husband.
is a ex. Ex is a ex.
So whether it's a husband or boyfriend, okay.
A ex is a ex. There are exes.
And there are people out here that's in a relationship that see the other partner and still fucking that person. Like can sit in the same room with all three of them as two people still sleeping together. So that's why I'm saying it don't matter if you're going on an all friends trip or a trip with an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. If you're a cheater and you're not faithful, you're going to be a cheater and not faithful. Yep. So you can't stop the inevitable. So I think people go to these strenuous extents to try to avoid somebody leaving you or cheating on you. And you cannot do that. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Whether it's with an ex or whether it's with a person that she met at the grocery store when she was pushing her buggy. It doesn't matter. And I think we just need to take it like Nikki said. She grown. And at the end of the day, if he gonna cheat on her, then guess what? He was never hers. She gonna say bye, see you later, and move the hell on. And it is gonna be what it's gonna be.
That's after she busts all his windows out, put sugar in his tank.
I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to heal.
Just wait. You said you gotta do what you have to do to heal?
Yes.
I heard somebody say that. You think whatever it takes to heal, they should do it?
Yeah.
And
that's a whole nother story for a whole other day.
It most definitely is.
And I don't want to imprison myself and all the stuff I did. I'm gonna be quiet, okay?
Listen, so let's shift the conversation. Should you ever share your phone or social media password with your partner?
Wait a minute. Share your phone? What?
Your phone passcode.
Okay.
Or social media passcode with your partner. I'm just because I agree with individuality, and at this point, I'm gonna feel like I'm in prison, and I'm gonna feel like you don't trust me. If you don't trust me, get the fuck on. I'm not about to go through all this rigmarole trying to, like, what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna validate you, but I'm not gonna do things that's gonna appease you. There's a difference. I'm going to validate you on some things, but I'm not going to do everything you want me to do just to appease you. I'm not going to do that, because what happens is, again, I think there's a lot of there's not trust there. If I have to do every little thing as if I'm like in a I don't know if I have to do everything and I have to share this and do. I'm just not going to do it. I believe in respect. I think respect is important. You should respect yourself first, and then when you respect yourself, you respect other people. But I'm not going to. I shouldn't have to share my passcode on social media or my phone just to validate you. What is your perspective on that, Miss D?
No, there's no need for us to share phone passwords, social media passwords, because I am me, you are you. This is how I get my privacy on, and you use your phone to get your privacy on. Like, you have to have some boundaries in a relationship, and that's a boundary. No, there is no need for it.
Nikki, you can always jump on. I just dropped the link in the chat, so you can come on and jump on, Mama, and share your perspective. So, what's your perspective on that, Shay? Passcode or okay, passcode and social media.
To me, I don't care. I don't have anything to hide. I have my social media account attached to my iPad, and my iPad is linked to my phone, and it's at home, and my girlfriend's on it, and I don't care. I'm not putting that much energy into blocking her from seeing something that ain't there. That's just me, though.
That's
I'm
yeah,
not
okay.
gonna. I'm not gonna give her the password, but I'm not going to spend my time trying to avoid her from seeing it. Like, there's so much energy put into trying to prove something. Oh, no, I got my own individuality. Your individuality don't go nowhere if you share that. It don't go nowhere. You don't lose nothing at night or nothing in the daytime. However, people have their preferences, and I respect it. And I can stand alone in this one. I think that sometimes we're so used to being sneaky that we refuse to share certain things because I have to clean up my dirt. So I don't want to have to clean up my dirt. So therefore, and I don't want to make a mistake and slip up and you see something you're supposed to see. So I don't want you to have my password. But then I want to hold on to it's my individuality and it's my privacy. Okay, well,
So
that's fine.
okay. So what about the sharing of locations? What is your perspective on sharing of the locations? See, this one for me is a double entendre. I feel like yes and no. I feel like if I'm traveling abroad or if I'm traveling, yes. But as soon as I touch down in the States, it's off. You know what I mean? Not because they thinking something, but for safety purposes. If you call me and I don't answer, and you see my phone is connected to some woods, call the fucking police.
I don't share I don't share my location.
Yeah,
I
I think
don't
that's creepy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't share my location, but if she asked me to share it, I wouldn't care. I don't know. I don't know. My hoeing days is over with. So I don't even worry about that stuff no more. I'll be like, you want my password? It's
But,
425.
but it's not that even. But
Yeah.
even though you're not doing nothing, so Miss D, let me get your perspective before I say this.
I'm like you. I'm in between. Like, I don't mind sharing because if I'm gonna do some dirt, I'm gonna do it regardless if you got my location or not. Just to go on and be honest, because you ain't gonna know where I'm at. I'm always be with somebody you think I'm with. I'm just saying.
Wait, Miss D. So you mean to tell me you keep your phone in the classroom, but you really in?
No, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying I'm going to like share my location. I've done it before, and I share it with my daughter, my best friend, like for safety reasons. That's why I share my location with them. But for a guy to want my dude to want my location, it's whatever. Because obviously, if you're my dude, that means we're together. We locked in.
For sure. Now, I agree with Miguel when he says sharing location could be for safety, but most of the sharing location is being because you're nosy and you're trying to see where they at. Now, I get the safety part. I'm that person, but also I feel like when you sharing your location, it's almost as if I'm a kid, and it's like you have to know my every whereabouts, and you don't, because that's where that trust come into play.
So, Kevin, the reason why you feel like a kid is because you're a control freak and you don't know how to let go.
I am not a
So,
control freak.
yes,
We are
you are.
no. Listen, we're live. We're
Yes,
live.
okay. So You want to be truthful and honest and transparent because I could have swore you just said you agree with Miguel about transparency. So, let's keep it 1,000. So when you let
listen,
go,
guys, we're live.
when you let go of that control of I don't want nobody asking me where I go, and it turns from a child into this person is in love with me, and I love letting them know where I'm at. I love being submissive to them as they are to me. I enjoy them asking me where I'm at. I enjoy because it turns me on because it lets me know you into me and you digging me and you liking me and you care about me and you're me. It turns those negative in you. When
You lagging,
Shay,
Shay.
you
that's
lagging.
what
That's
draws
because you're
me
talking
forward.
bullshit. You're lagging. You're
Oh,
lagging.
That's bullshit. That's not bullshit. Because I do it all, sweetheart, and you know this. So stop. You be mad at me because I do it.
But you do that, because it's not you, but your partner insecurities. That's why you do it. You don't just do it because
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't gotta do shit. I do what
come
I
on,
want
Shay.
to do, okay? And some things she does, I be like, okay, baby, you're doing a little too much. But some things I'll sit back and I'll snicker when I'm driving to work because it's cute, So it is what it is.
Nikki said, I let my man know where I'm going. I might need him to come save me.
Period.
Miguel said, come through, Shay. Boo. Nikki said, oh my God, no, she's not. Dad said that truth. I don't know. I just, for me, I know. So I'm not a control freak. I'm just maniacal about a lot of things. And certain things, I don't mind sharing my location if I'm abroad or if I'm traveling. But just on an everyday basis, I just don't see why. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be thinking like, wow, like you're not gonna you don't trust me. That in my mind, I also think that people do that also for trust and insecurities. What's your perspective,
So,
Miss D?
no, before we go to Miss
Okay.
D, don't be trying to jump fast. Wait.
What's up, Daz? What's going on, man?
When you say you think that, what did you just say about you think what when they ask you to share your location? What was that you said?
You would ask me why I'm drinking Tito's. What I said is I think that there's insecurities.
Okay, stop. So you think they're insecurities, right?
For sure. Yeah.
All right. Think of something positive to collide with that negative. What could it positively be?
So the positive is that if something is absolutely going wrong, you know the location. Or example, if you haven't heard from them in 2 hours, maybe their phone is dead or whatever, you can look and say, okay, they at Walmart.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Okay.
I understand that.
Stop. You ain't gotta go no further. You answer my question.
No.
So what I'm saying is, wait, when you think of something negative, try to collide it with something positive, and then you'll get a bigger perspective of what they're asking from you. Because it could very well be both sides. I'm not saying that it can't be both sides because it can be. It could be what do you call it, an insecurity, but it also could be that very day that you needed them to locate you and you thought it was an insecurity and you shared your location, they saved your life. So sometimes we don't have to look at it and always in a negative aspect. You know what I'm saying? It could be something totally positive that could come out of something that you think is something so negative. That's all I'm saying. And that's me.
Miguel said 3 snaps for Shay. Where my snaps at, Miguel? Like really? Like where mine at? Miss D, go ahead. What's your perspective on the whole sharing of location? And do you believe that sharing location ties with insecurities?
I think it does. Because
with insecurities?
Yes.
Miss D, I love you. And guess what? When I come to Texas, baby, we won. All right. We won. I'll be there in 2 weeks. We won.
I absolutely believe that it has something to do with insecurities. Because why do you need to know my every move?
I agree.
Sometimes I want to move without you knowing where I'm moving to.
I might be at somewhere trying to surprise you, and your nosy ass see that I'm at somewhere trying to get you something nice, and then it blows the surprise.
Yep.
So there's a double entendre as it relates.
It is, because I can understand it with the safety issue, but I also, like you said, I might be trying to do something. It happened to me during Christmas with my daughter. I'm at the mall trying to surprise her with something. She said, "Oh, Mama, why you at the mall?" I had to hear him turn off my location. It ain't none of your business. You at the Apple store. Get out my business. So yes, I agree. It's a double.
I have to agree. Dad said Kevin stop the no, that is not BS, Dad. That's what it is. And I'm just being, of course I'm always playing devil's advocate, but I don't believe that. I don't know. I'm a very secure person. When I meet you, I'm gonna tell you what I expect, what I'm allowed, and what I don't allow. And if you violate that, I'm gone. I'm not gonna check none of that. I'm gonna tell you, I'm an upstanding guy. I'm a very loyal guy. I'm a very faithful guy. This is my expectations of you. If you violate that, I'm gone. That's just simple. That's just simple. I'm not gonna check no phones. If you tell me you're on a friend's trip, I believe you. And if I find out anything different, just know your ass is grass. That's just my perspective. Do what you do. Have fun. When we together, we gonna have fun. But also, let's ensure that you are having your individuality. You know what I mean? Because I think oftentimes, and I see it all the times, people get in these relationships and they lose themselves. They lose themselves because they so consumed in the person that they with, and it's okay. But I think you have to have your individuality. You know what I mean? You have to. It's imperative that you have that. Terrell said, "What about cameras in the house?" No, Terrell. The only cameras I want in the house is the Ring at the front door and the back door and on the windows. If you got cameras in the house, because I'd say no. I say no with the cameras. Now, if we want to make a little movie, we can't keep the cameras in the bedroom. We might make a movie. But just for trying to see what's going on, I don't need to be with you. If I got to watch cameras to see who's going in, it's a no for me. I think everybody need a sense of privacy. I think privacy is important. What you guys think about privacy?
Privacy is important.
You better agree with me, Nikki. You've been on Shay's side all damn night. Nate, listen, Nate. I need you to get off this plane and run to this chat now. I need Nate here. I'm the only guy. You know what I mean? So what's your perspective of privacy, y'all?
What you say, Miss D?
I think you have to have privacy. Like, you need privacy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have cameras in my whole house. Oh, everything.
Even in the bathroom. So when you use the bathroom, you got to turn this way so that the camera goes.
Not in the restrooms, but it's in our public areas. Upstairs we have cameras, and downstairs we have cameras. We have cameras when you first enter into the home. So again, I'm just an open book. I'm too old to be doing. First of all, my memory is shot. So all the lying and hiding shit and trying to remember, I'm over it. I did those things when I was younger. I'm at a place in my life where I want to be with who I'm with. I'm happy. I'm comfortable. I'm good. I'm not finna hide stuff. I just don't have the energy to do it. So the cameras, they on now. Shit. If she want to roll it back and watch it, roll it back and watch it.
That's why she's with her answers, because the girl can roll it back and watch it.
I won't be talking shit. You know I do not hold her up. So listen, not play.
Were you guys ever big cheaters before the relationship? Were you guys ever like a big cheaters, promiscuous type people, or players? Or you are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why I'm tired now. When I say 3 phones here and there, I don't got time for that shit no more. I don't want to do that. No, I
What
just want
about
to
you,
be
Miss D?
by
Was you ever a
myself.
player?
Yes, might still have a little bit in me.
Oh.
See, see, now I can't agree with that. I've always been the angel. I've never been a cheater.
The
Like when it comes
angel.
now, when I'm single, I do my thing. But I've you know how some people can date multiple people? I can't do that because I feel like you know what I mean. So I was never like relationship. I'm all in. It's all about that loyalty aspect of it. You know what I mean? Um, Nikki said, I was a player. Me too, Shay. That's why you're doing that, Nikki, because you're a player. But guess what, Nikki? You still got that player in you. And you can't be friends with your ex. Nikki, because you're a player. You cannot do that. You cannot be friends with your ex. So, as we talked a lot of different things about being in a relationship, identity, um, and literally I see and I talk to people on a daily. And I feel as and we always talk about this. You always say what a person tell you, what you say, a person may not do the same thing
Okay,
they
so now
tell you.
people don't tell you the truth. They tell you what they want you to know.
But why is that though? They'll tell you to leave a person or you should do this, but as it relates to their situation, they'll get ran over,
Because
run over.
it's different. And that's why I tell you, like, it's easy for you to look into my relationship and tell me to leave my girlfriend because, she may have one toe. But you haven't experienced the relationship and the connection that we share. So it's easy for a person on the outside to tell you to leave the person that you're in love with because they don't share that same connection. Vice versa, it's easy for me to look into your relationship and tell you, hey, he ain't no good, she ain't no good, leave. But people don't take the same advice that they give. They don't adhere to the same instructions that they provide. They don't live by the same rules that they ordain. So it's just people. You have to learn what they say to chew the meat and spit out the bone. You have to learn what to eat and swallow and digest and what to spit out because everything is not meant for you to swallow. So hey, it is what it is. But
And
relationships is it's levels, like you said.
and you also have to watch some people too, because some people tell you shit about your relationship because they're jealous of your relationship and want what you got.
Yeah, most definitely.
I have to agree with that. I think people um oftentimes and I don't know why people do this, but people compare relationships. Every relationship is different. You don't know people's struggles. Some people showcase their issues, some people don't. Some people are private. I always tell people don't believe what you see on social media. Social media will have you thinking everybody doing good. But at the end of the day, as soon as they make that post, they're getting the shit beat out of them. They getting cheated on. They get no love. They're not getting no affection. I think if I give you advice, it's because either I went through it or something. I just I know that you're better than. I think oftentimes, sometimes people be in love, and people love is blind. And I think it's important that at that point you listen to somebody that you trust and love. Because if a person trusts and love you, they don't have to love the person that you with, but they love you, and they're gonna tell you the truth. I think it's important, and for me, that's what I would do. If I'm just I'm madly in love, I'm gonna go to a person that can be a confidant because I know one, they're gonna tell me the truth. They're not gonna just say anything because they're hating or anything. And from their perspective, I would listen because oftentimes we blind by love, like
But
David
when
said. And
you said that people will tell you the truth, but you have to be careful when you make statements like that. You have to say they tell you what they believe is to be the truth. Because a person is in a relationship or because a person is out of a relationship doesn't mean that a person in a relationship is ordained to tell you the alleged truth, and a person who isn't in a relationship doesn't have the capacity to tell you. I think you really have to To me, nowadays, and I hate to be like this, you really can't take nobody's advice. You really have to go and seek prayer about what you got going on. There are people, again, people show you and tell you what they want you to see. You can sit in front of two people that appear to be in a healthy relationship, but they're only going to show you what they want you to see. They're not going to show you the truth. Nobody shows you the truth all the time. Nobody
I
in the world.
I have to agree with
Nobody.
you with that. I have to agree with you that people show you what they want to show you, but deep down inside, people have issues, but they're not going to show you. Whereas me, on the other hand, I don't know. I've always been this way. I'm an open book. If I called you and I said, you like, hey, how you doing? I say, everything is great. You going to automatically know because I'm saying everything is great. How are you? You're going to be like, no, it's not. I'm just that person that I'm just an honest guy. And I think people would easily pick up if there is an issue going on. I think some people hide, but not everybody hide. What's your perspective on that, Miss D?
You're right. Some people do hide. But a real friend is gonna know. Like you said, if Shay call you or whatever, she's gonna know that that's bullshit. Like if I call my best friend or she call me and I sound different, she's gonna know that something is wrong. A true friend will know. A person that's really not your friend is not gonna know if you're really hiding something or not. So that's why you
Exactly.
also have to be careful of who you call your friend.
Exactly. And who you tell your situation to. Nikki
Yep.
said, I don't care who it is. People would tell you what you should do when they are in the same situation, then it's all right.
Bingo.
You and
When
Nikki
I
got our
say
lion.
you get a dollar, Nikki,
Uh,
I'm gonna put a dollar in your offer pan when you pass it around.
David said, believe to be true. You have to take advice with a grain of salt, as you never knew what place it is coming. As you hold on, 'cause I'm
As
drinking.
you never know
As you
what
never
place
Never
know.
it's coming
know what
from.
place it is coming from. That's true. You have to make sure that whatever the source is reliable.
He said the next one, you see what people want you to see. So sometimes you'll never have the full picture or understanding of the situation. So it's like a double edge.
But why
Exactly.
does it have to be a double edge?
Why? What do you mean?
I guess because why put up a front and it's not what it is?
He just
I
said
don't know. I'm just
people show
different.
you what they want you to see. It will be a front. If I'm fighting with my boyfriend and he beat me up, but then I'm coming to you to I mean, hell, prime example, we just saw this a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Where people will stand like they 100% together and they are army, but in reality, she ready to leave him and he ready to leave her. So you have to take people what people say, as David said, with a grain of salt. You cannot trust what people say because the person that would tell me to leave my girlfriend because she broke would stay with a whole man who you married to that you'd have been homeless with, but you go ride with him and all y'all kids. I mean, but you would tell me to leave somebody I'm with. Come on now. It happens. I mean, people will tell you the craziest stuff that you're sitting and you're looking like, so you stayed with him and you was homeless, but you wanted me to leave my girlfriend because she ain't buy me a Birkin bag. Like what? It don't make sense.
You ain't get that Birkin, baby. Leave. Shay, leave. She's wrong. She don't love you. You and Nikki got a lion. She like, come on, Shay.
Real recognize real, okay?
So listen, we 17 minutes after the hour. Damn, that went fast.
17 seconds.
17 seconds.
It's okay. I got you, boo.
Tito's. 17, now 28 seconds. So what can you leave the people with? This actually concludes the end of the show. And actually, I think we're going to pick up on this next in 2 weeks.
I should say 2 weeks.
Yeah. So Miss D, what can you leave the people with? Out of all the situations, out of all the life situations, what is that one thing that you learned that you can pass on to someone else that you don't know, that you can pass on to your daughter?
You can't listen to everybody and what they tell you to do, because at the end of the day, when you're in a situation, you're going to do what you want to do, and at the end of the day, when they're in a situation, they're going to do what they want to do, what they want to do, regardless of what the situation is. They can tell you no, don't do this, but in another hand, they're doing the same thing they're telling you not to do. So at the end of the day, do you, boo?
Okay, I like that. What about you, Shay?
Enjoy life. And don't let your partner tell you who you can't be friends with. Yeah, what's that commercial that say choose wisely?
Right.
Is that the alcohol commercial?
For me, listen. I think have effective communication, have individuality, because you can't outside of your partner. You have to have a life. I don't want to do everything with my partner. I just don't. That's just me. I think individuality is important, and I think it's healthy for a relationship. But each relationship is different. You have to do what makes your relationship happy. But I guarantee you, individuality is important. So that's what I have with you people. To leave with the people. Nikki said, "Y'all had me." She said, "Y'all had me talking to the screen." Nikki, you supposed to listen. Next week, you on. You better make time. 2 weeks, you better be on. I'm giving you 2 weeks. You better be on. Dad said, "Boy, bye." All right, Dad. Dad is drunk tonight, but it's okay. But I want to say, listen, I appreciate you guys. We do. We 100% appreciate you all. We will be taking a 2 week break. I'm transitioning from Michigan to Texas. And so the next 2 weeks, we're going to take a sabbatical. But when we come back, we're going to be strong. So y'all better have y'all questions. And listen, you can feel free to drop, hit me up on Instagram at the Bearded Man Chronicles, or you can reach out to me on Facebook, or reach out to any of the guests on Facebook or social media if you have any questions, or if there are any particular topics that you want to talk about. Shay, how can they reach you on Facebook and Instagram? I gotta stop drinking Tito's before the show.
Oh shoot, Shay Murphy. But I'll be hopefully when I come back in 2 weeks, I'll have my food truck up, my business.
Hey.
So we got a lot going. I tell you, KJ and I got a lot going on in these next couple of weeks.
You do.
So you can reach me always at Shay Murphy, and I got an Instagram page is hers and her. Instagram is HERZ and her HER. So reach us out, reach out of reach for us out there. I've been drinking, so other
Right.
than that, brush your teeth and swallow. Do not spit.
Miss D, how can people
That's what he said. He said brush your teeth and swallow and don't spit.
Miss D, where can the people find you at?
Okay.
You can find me on Facebook at Deonna Taylor, DEONA Taylor, and on Instagram, Miss_Thickalicious.
Hey, Thickalicious, baby. Listen, you have where you can contact us. Feel free if you have any questions, any concerns, you can inbox or email any one of us. Don't be shy. If there's a particular topic you want to talk about, most definitely please reach out to us. Facebook, please share this live. It's YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And as always, we love you guys. We appreciate the support. We appreciate you guys following us. We do. And remember, we're gonna take 2 weeks off because I'll be transitioning to Texas. But I ain't leaving you guys. We ain't going nowhere. We here. And so we want to know. We just want to let you know we still here. And yeah, so we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. As always, we love you, and we out.
Peace.
We out.